Okay, comparable is a super common Java interface, and it requires that people who implement that interface write a compareTo method. I find the compareTo method frustrating to try and remember which one it is. I know that when you take an object and you compare it to another object, if it's 0, then they're equal. And over years of looking it up again and again and again, I know that if I call it on the bigger object, maybe that's later in the alphabet or maybe a bigger number, if I call it on the bigger object and then the input is a smaller object, then I'll get a positive number. And if I call the method on the smaller object and the argument is the bigger one, then I'll get a negative number. But I've probably double checked that on the Java API like 100 times. So what I do is I write a helper method. So here is a helper method that's in order keys. You pass it 2 keys and it tells you if they're in order. And then in my code, I never have to call compareTo. I never have to think about compareTo. I can just use this helper method.